Got him.
Hey yo, today I'm gonna to Kurzgesagt, The Last Human, a glimpse into the far future. If y'all don't subscribe, help your boy reach 30K. Let me know what you guys wanna see next down below. Listen, the future looking kind of crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Good, bad, I don't know. Y'all define it. You feel me? But I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's looking real crazy.
The future of humanity seems insecure. Rapid climate change, political division, our greed and failings make it hard to look at our species with a lot of optimism, and so many people think our end is in sight. But humans have always thought they lived in the end times. Every generation...
That's a fact. Because look what happened in 2012. December something 2012. The world was gonna end. You know what I'm saying? The Mayans predicted it, their calendar or whatever. You feel me? They even made a movie based off that shit. Now we living, you know what I'm saying? We could live and have kids and tell our kids that we lived through that bullshit. Just show them the movie. Look son, look daughter, this is what happened when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened in 2012. Your boy's still here living. You know what I'm saying? On some cap shit.
But humans have always thought they lived in the end times.
Yep.
Every generation assumes they're important enough to witness the apocalypse, and then life just goes on.
Yep.
This is a problem because it leads to short-term thinking and prevents us from creating the best world for ourselves and our descendants. What makes this worse is that we may actually be living at an extremely critical moment in human history. To understand why, let's look at the temporal window of humanity and ask, when will the last human be born? And how many people will there ever be?
How many humans? I don't think there'll ever be a point where there's no humans. I don't see it happening. I really don't. Unless everybody stops having kids all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know.
These sorts of estimates come with a lot of uncertainties, so please take them with a gigantic grain of salt. To get a sense of how many people there will be, let's see how many people have already lived. Modern humans arose some 200,000 years ago. They were uniquely good at making tools, telling stories, thinking abstractly, planning and working together in large groups beyond their close family. Still, there were not that many of us. Surpluses of food were scarce, survival was hard, life expectancy was low. It took us 150,000 years to grow to a population of 2 million. Improvements were gradual and eventually led to the agricultural revolution, arguably the
2 million, 4 million. Now we upset, what is it, 7.5 billion? Something like that, man.
Biggest change in our history. This was when our numbers really started growing. It took 10,000 more years to get to 300 million. But that increase was dwarfed by the Industrial Revolution. In 1800, there were 1 billion of us. The human population doubled in just 120 years, and then again in 50. Today, we number around 8 billion.
Oh my God, it went up. That shit went up, bro. Last time I heard it was like 7.5. Oh my God.
In total, over the last 200,000 years, about 117 billion humans were born and lived, and 109 billion also died. Which means that about 7% of all humans that ever lived are alive right now.
Damn.
As many as were born in the first 150,000 years of human history. Every minute, 270 babies join the party. But there aren't just more people. Never before have we been as healthy and well off or lived longer. With growing living standards, our birth rates collapsed. The UN estimates that around the year 2100, we will hit our population peak and there will be 125 million people born each year. It's pretty unlikely that birth rates will stay stable forever, but let's pretend to make our thought experiment simpler. How many people there will be in the future depends on when our species will die out. And here, we find a lot of uncertainties. We are able to destroy ourselves through our own inventions, but we are also able to find solutions to avert catastrophic risk. We can change the direction of planet-killer asteroids, but we've also invented nuclear weapons. We discovered antibiotics, but also carry diseases across the globe in a matter of days. Our industrial system gives us an incredible standard of living, but also changed the atmosphere in the process.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say if human ingenuity will prolong or shorten our species' lifespan. If things go badly, our end could come suddenly. But if we manage to avoid that, we could conceivably stick around for a long time. So every day we don't destroy ourselves may mean life for an unfathomable number of humans. How many people are we talking about? It depends on how far our species is going to expand. Scenario 1. Humans will never leave Earth. If we stay on our home planet, a good metric to look at is the extinction rate of animals that we get from the fossil record.
Humans will never leave Earth. Aren't they trying to like find life on different planets? I think I read some shit like that, that there's like they're trying to explore if there's life on different planets, if it's able, like if humans are able to live there and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie, but shit.
A good metric to look at is the extinction rate of animals that we get from the fossil record. The average lifespan of mammalian species is in the region of 1 million years, with some surviving up to 10 million years. Our close relative Homo erectus survived for about 1.9 million years. Let's be conservative and assume that humans will survive for 1 million years, which leaves us 800,000 more years to dawdle away. Assuming a stable birth rate of 125 million people each year, this means there are roughly 100 trillion humans waiting to be born. 850 times greater than the number of people that have ever lived. This would make everybody alive today only 0.008% of all people that will ever live.
Oh my God.
Think about where this leaves you. Instead of putting you at the end of the chaotic mess that was our past, it would mean you live at the very beginning of something big. The start of the human story rather than the end. Doesn't this feel incredibly different? And now, consider that this may be an extremely pessimistic estimate. If we match the survival time of the most successful mammals, then our future numbers rise to 1.2 quadrillion people that have yet to be born.
Oh my God.
And even this seems far from our potential. As the sun slowly gets hotter and brighter, Earth will remain habitable for about 500 million years, giving so many more potential people the chance to become actual people. And now, let's begin to think big. Scenario 2, humans will leave Earth.
Yep.
We went from humans worshipping the moon to humans walking on it, so who knows how much further we can go. If we don't die out within the next few hundred years, ideas that seem outlandish right now become serious considerations. If we believe that we have a chance of surviving for maybe millions of years, then we could expand onto the other planets or into our own artificial worlds. Life needs 3 things: a surface, resources, and energy. Our sun provides energy for billions of years, and there is so much water and material floating in the asteroid and Kuiper belt that we could sustain many times our current population. Instead of living on planets, we could decide to construct our own artificial worlds and habitats. With resources and energy so abundant, we could try out different types of society and ways of life. An interconnected civilization spanning the solar system would create the basis of existence for an absurd number of individuals. Orders of magnitude more than if we stayed to Earth, even if we only existed for a few million years. This future doesn't have to be grim and dark as science fiction likes to paint it. With quadrillions of people waiting to be born, we will have billions of doctors working on curing cancer, billions of problem solvers working on ending poverty, and billions of video game developers making life fun. More humans may actually mean more progress.
I believe that too.
Another upside of leaving Earth and spreading out,
because it's like it's for certain things there's not much people doing it. You know what I'm saying? So let's say there's not a lot of people trying to find the cure for cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the more people born, they invest, they discover cancer, what it is, the possible cures for it, or like just anything involving cancer. It's like the more people, you know what I'm saying? The more people, the better.
Is that it becomes much harder for us to become extinct, as you need a solar system-wide catastrophe to catch everybody. So aside from nearby supernovae or gamma-ray bursts, humanity would be relatively safe from extinction, maybe for billions of years. If we manage to survive for that long, Slow evolution or genetic engineering might split us into multiple species, or we might intentionally keep ourselves the same as we are now.
Yup.
So to account for that, we'll just talk about people from now on, instead of humans. Okay, now let's think really big. Scenario 3, people leave the solar system.
Hey, yo.
As enormous as the solar system is, it is just one star system among billions in the Milky Way. If future people can colonize, say, 100 billion stars and live there for 10 billion years, with each generating 100 million births per year, then we can expect something like 100 octillion lives to be lived in the future.
Oh my god.
This is a 1 with 29 zeros. 100,000 trillion. We can spin this up as much as we like. The Andromeda Galaxy will merge with the Milky Way, adding another trillion stars for us to settle. Red dwarfs stay active for up to 1 trillion years, and future civilizations might even find energy for their habitats around black holes. A sufficiently advanced civilization of our descendants might even try to reach other galaxy groups. While these numbers are mind-blowing, they may underestimate the number of unborn people by many orders of magnitude. If we divide the total energy available in a galaxy by the average energy needs of a single person, then we get a trillion potential lives.
Trillion.
A million trillion.
I ain't never heard of that term. Trillion. The one before that.
Trillion potential people.
Oh my god, bro.
Conclusion. Hopefully, what's become evident is that if we don't kill ourselves in the next few centuries or millennia, almost all humans that will ever exist will live in the future.
No.
Which brings us back to us in the present. We exist at a high point in human history, with incredible possibilities at our grasp. Technological, environmental, and societal. What we do matters for all the people who do not exist yet.
Facts.
So while it's not en vogue to think about
Facts.
humanity's
That's a fact. Cause look at all the shit going on in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Recently, the whole abortion thing that just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like shit happening now. 100% affects the future of people, bro.
long-term future with optimism,
No
or
cap.
to think about it at all, maybe this has given you a bit of perspective. If we screw up the present, so many people may never come to exist. Quadrillions of unborn humans are at our mercy.
Yep.
Even if we go with fairly conservative estimates, the unborn are by far the largest group of people and the most disenfranchised. Somebody who might be born in 1,000 or even 1,000,000 years deeply depends on us today for their existence.
Yep.
This is why it's important to think about the distant future and why our presence is so crucial, why it matters what we do today. One day, the last human will be born. We don't know when. But if we change our
I don't think
perspective
so.
from us living at the
It
end
makes
of
sense
the human
though,
story to us
Ah.
living at the very beginning, we can not only build a wonderful world for us and for them, but also for countless numbers of others. Huge announcement. We're launching Kurzgesagt in 6 more languages: Arabic, Brazilian Portuguese,
They going
French,
crazy.
Hindi, Japanese, and Korean, on top of our English, German, and Spanish channels.
They going
Bringing
crazy.
new perspectives and a love for science to as many people as possible.
That's fire.
Especially to some languages that are underserved because it's not profitable to translate to. If
Yep.
enough people watch our new channels, we can hopefully run them for many years to come. This is where we need your help. It takes us a lot of time, effort, and yes, money to translate our videos properly
Facts.
and run so many channels. So, to make this
Facts. That's a fact. Just translating alone, bro. Cause I could translate a English term in Spanish, and it could be like 2-3 different things. You know what I'm saying?
sustainable, please help us spread the word. If you're native in one of these languages, share our videos on social media and tell your friends and family. Make people in your native language aware that it exists.
Yeah.
This multi-language expansion is supported by Open Philanthropy, an organization that tries to do as much good as possible. They want to help us spread awareness of science and ideas for how you can help humanity thrive. Their values align with ours in many fundamental ways, so we're going to work with them on more projects in the future. So, please help us spread the word, and thank you for watching.
You feel me? Fucking interesting, bruh. We went from humans worshiping the moon to humans walking on it. It's such a beautiful phrase. It's probably one of the most optimistic and inspiring ones you've done. I needed this today. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I thought having more people meant more problems. But while it does, it also comes with some value. It will also bring us closer to improvements and perfection in many things. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Going back to what he said, just like discovering the cure for cancer and all these different things that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we may not know, but our kids may know the cure. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. You feel me? It's crazy, bro. But yeah, the last human, I don't think will ever be a thing. But he does have a point with like how we live and how we do things here is bound to affect the future. You feel me? So it's a possibility. I'm not gonna knock it. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, bro. Let me know what you guys thought. That's my reaction. If y'all enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm out.